Welcome back to Planting Life Matters. Let's start with a couple of before pictures of the hot mess zone. This is my dog area. Time to make it over. I happened to come across another nursery and no one is here. Okay, I'm about to have some fun. Nola had to ride with me. Hey, Nola, come here, come here. Say hello. Say hello to everybody. So she loves to go for a ride. But look at this place. If you're in, I think I'm in Cedar Hill, Texas, which is literally next door, 10 minutes away from me, from Dallas. And it's a local family-owned nursery. I actually come up here quite often. Ran up here for a moment to pick up a few things. No, I don't need anything else, but what does that have to do with it? I keep telling people that. You know, some folks will be like, you don't need anything else. This isn't about needs. This is about desires. Sometimes we need to feel our desires, okay? So I'm going to pick up some items, and this is going to be fun when no one, oh crap, I thought I was alone. Okay, they ruined the moment. See y'all later. This stuff is so pretty. I love St. Augustine so much better than Bermuda. This is going to be gorgeous. I kept debating on doing artificial grass for this dog area or St. Aug, but I'm going with the real grass. I just love it. This is not a difficult job to do. I needed help because I have so many open projects, but really and truly the most important part was removing all the grass and then clearing out. I did also spray the ground to make sure I killed off all the grass and let it stay that way for several days. And typically, some people will say add some type of a topsoil or some type of really good dirt down first, but my soil is just fine. And we're not going to add topsoil. And it's not that it was too expensive. Topsoil is pretty inexpensive, but I just forgot to pick it up. So we're just putting the grass straight down, make sure it stays watered. My goodness, I'm already in love, and we only have a few pieces there. So as you can see, they're literally just laying each piece down. This looks to be about maybe 24, wait, 10. My feet are like a size 9. So I would say maybe about 18 to 20 inches long and about 12 to 14 inches wide. And that is on each piece, around 18 across, 14 going that way. And so I think it's going to take about probably 56 pieces or so to fill in this small area. It's not a huge area. And I am so super pumped about this. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna let them finish because I got other things to be doing. It's so hard not to be back here doing it with them. But part of me is so hard to have other people do things that I know how to do, but sometimes you gotta learn to ask for help. And that's where we are today. Like this plant was asking for help because it was thirsty. Brand new plant, and it looks like that. Oh, but it will be glorious once it perks back up. Gotta ask for help sometimes, people. I picked up a few more friends. Look at that. Of course, more Mystic Spires Blue Salvia. I told you guys this is my favorite plant this year for 2023. I have never owned a red canna lily, so I'm happy to have that addition. I love the dark leaves. And my favorite all-time plant probably, or it's an annual, is, I won't say my favorite plant, but my favorite annual is a Sun Coleus. Um, these get really large in diameter and last through the fall. I love buying fall colors now, so when the fall comes and I start to do my fall decor outside, everything is just in place. Of course, you know I love white flowers, so I have some white vinca. This is the vinca, and then I also have some white begonias, and those are actually sun begonias as well. I picked up a bit of moss. I am going to place that in a dry area in the back. You guys will see in a minute where the color is kind of like a purple and yellow, purple and yellow theme that I have going. That's in Nola's little dog area. And then I only got one sweet potato vine. Y'all, did you know the sweet potato vines there's a shortage for them right now? Normally you can pick them up a little pint size for 99 cents. And they are running like 3.50 to almost $4 at this point. So I am going to start getting these planted up. And the goal too is to add a few things to my neighbor between the houses, right where the entry for the gate is. So it's taken a few days for me to wrap up videos and put some content together because of all the rain. I'm going to go back here and show you what we've always called the hot mess zone, because the grass is in. I'm so excited about my St. Aug. It is absolutely beautiful. I can still see where the sections are that will all grow together eventually. Let me open up my little makeshift gate here and just walk on in and look at that beautiful St. Aug. We've gotten so much rain every single day. It's been hard to get out and do anything. And I still have a day job, people. So it's really tough sometimes. But look at that. I am just loving it. It's so pretty. This is my dog's area. Okay, so the good thing about her, I trained her very early on. She literally will come to the same place to use the bathroom, as long as you're paying attention. And a lot of days I'll just open the door and let her go. She runs right down the little sidewalk, makes her way to the back, right here in this corner. She doesn't even go on the other side, which is great. I have had moments when she will sneak and look back to see if I'm looking, and she might try to go into what I call the common area where the humans hang out. But that's very rare. This is her one little section, and I'm very grateful to have a dog that knows where to go. So I picked up this little bulldog, which is my old high school mascot as well. I got it at Home Goods, and this thing was like kind of expensive, but I never paid full price. I never paid full price. It was on the clearance rack because it had a hole in it. So check this out. It had a hole in the leg, and all of this white junk was coming out of it, and all this was white around. I didn't have any gray paint, so I didn't care. I just used some blue paint, and then I took a fake succulent and stuffed it inside of the leg. And now this is Nola's little garden dog buddy. So be creative. All right, so let me show you the backside of her little area, because I finally got this done with the exception of putting in some drip lines and mulch still. I am so behind on doing those two major things that really need to get done. But this is a glorious flower. I don't have the name. I will put it up on the screen because I've never grown it before, but it's so beautiful with the purple and yellow throats. And I have the Japanese boxwoods that are really small that I put in probably about a month ago now. So after I put the purple and yellow in, well, actually, let me back up. The reason I picked up the purple and yellow is because I was trying to work with things that I already have around the garden. And I pulled out some yellow canna and some purple heart and placed it in these old pots that just sit back here and in the dog area. So I wasn't trying to do anything huge with those. And then I came across these beautiful, beautiful purple flowers and with yellow, and I thought that's a good combination. And so I picked up some yellow moss and to fill all this little section in. So all this moss should really grow and hopefully start to hang over the sides. Oh, and then I transplanted some baby elephant ears that I had in each pot. There is an elephant ear, and that's a lot that I'm stuffing in there. When it grows out, it will fill in this entire pot. And so it doesn't look like it now, but it will. Here's a yellow canna, the color that it will be once the other ones start to grow up. This one already had a canna in it, so it's a lot more mature and already blooming. But there's a little baby elephant ear in here as well that will grow up, and it will probably have to be anchored to this fence. And then I just can't wait to see the yellow moss come down. So this is no longer going to be called the hot mess zone. I have to come up with another name for this. It's really coming together. I'm not quite done yet. I have some hosta that are sitting in a couple of areas. I have a orange, what is that thing? Oh, it's a canna lily, which is probably not in the best place because this is more shaded. And sometimes, though, in the summer, my canna lily really appreciates a little bit of relief from the sun. But I've been spraying and putting out things for um, slugs and um, some worms, but I'm getting attacked again on my hostas. And usually I can control that pretty good. I've treated a little bit more than normal this year, so I'm hoping I can get that under control before it really takes off. I cannot wait for my crepe myrtles to start to bloom. I am starting to see a few little flower buds coming through. These are all white. Oh, there they go. So we got flowers. I always get at least one flower for Mother's Day. Now, I haven't mentioned this in a long time, but these were the first three things I ever planted in my garden. This tree here, which I named, we call it Papa. That's my dad. And then my dad lived to be almost 101. So, hey, I got to have something to represent him, right? And then my mom, this is my mom's tree. I planted in her honor. And then I have a 15-year-old son that's no longer with us, car accident. And I planted this tree in his honor. And so they're all white crepe myrtles. And when they bloom, it is just glorious. They put on the most heavy blooms. And what will happen is the branches will be so, y'all, I almost fell. I can't play it out. Did y'all hear that boop? Because I'm so glad you couldn't see it. I mean, I almost broke my neck. Now I could have kept going and just played it off, but oh Lord. Um, this is in the way. It's sitting in the middle of the walkway because I put grass seed down when I finished up that little patio we did last week. And so I'm trying to let the sun really hit this area and don't have anything over it. And then I'll move these. So anywho, yeah, these branches, when those flowers start to form, they get really heavy and the branches start to drop, which makes it look even more mystical and pretty. So I can't wait to see the branches drop over the gazebo here as well. So what do you think about your new area? Do you like it? Do you like it? You like it? Yeah, stay off of it. Now you don't want the dog to poop in your nice, beautiful grass. That is going to be it for the moment, but I wanted to share the update on the hot mess zone, how my little dog area is coming along.